Morning, everyone. This is the Andy in the Morning Breakfast Show, only on Six Towns Radio, because no one else will have it. I have some special guests in the studio. So, special guest, what is your name and what are you doing here?
Hello, my name's Craig Cotteril and I just wanted to talk about Barking Mad, your local franchisee in Stoke-on-Trent area.
Oh, right, Barking Mad. So, I assume it's something to do with dogs.
It is indeed, yes. It's we cater for all our dog lovers out there who want to... instead, an alternative to kennels. So what we do is we've got families outside all around Stoke-on-Trent who look after the dogs for us, and so all their daily needs are taken care of. So the dog walking, it's a home from home care. So all the dog walking's done. If the dog's on medication, are taken care of. And, you know, the love and care from your home is placed into another home for holidays, weddings, or whatever you want your dog to stay for.
Oh, that's a good idea. So rather than, I suppose, keeping them in cages, you know, not the kennels system, the dog goes into a situation that it kind of already knows, like in a house with people and this.
We thought there was a market there for, because kennels isn't for every single dog. True. Because obviously some dogs get a little bit of anxiety or whatever. So we give them that extra love that's needed in another home. So, you know, our hosts are very varied host families around Stoke-on-Trent, single, pensioners, teachers, because teachers obviously have holiday breaks.
Oh, yeah.
So teachers can't commit to a dog full time, so they want a dog just for holidays. So ideally, we just swap customers to the teachers, and it's absolutely works very sweet.
Tell you what, we're going to go to a song, The Saturdays and Gentlemen, and when we come back, you can find out exactly how you can get involved and also how you can possibly give your dog a holiday. Up next, The Saturdays.
A gentleman is on 1995, so hard for a girl to find.
Follow us on Twitter at Six Towns Radio. We have more followers than any other radio station in Staffordshire. So get involved.
And we're back. That was the Saturdays and Gentlemen, and we are back with Craig from Barking Mad. Now, if I had a dog, how would I, and I was going on holiday, for example, how would I go about getting it looked after? Right,
what we do is you can either Google us on Barking Mad, so we're www.barkingmad.uk.com. You can get in touch with us that way from my own webpage on the actual web, or you can ring me, and the details are on there again. So what you do then is we talk about your dog. Say it was Jess, and we go through the particulars of what type of breed the dog is, behaviours of the dog, and so on, because we only can have well-behaved dogs to put into our host families, because obviously we've got to care for our host families as well as you know, making sure everything is spot on for our host family. And then what we do is we get a meeting appointment set up. We come to the customer's house with the dog there, so we can see the dog, see the behaviours, write down any little quirks about the dislikes or likes the dog likes. So dislikes would be a hoover. Likes would be what treats it likes, a dental stick or whatever it may be, and you know how many walks a day the dog would have. So Jess has 45 minutes in the morning, has a lunchtime half hour, and then another 45 minutes at night. And where does the dog sleep and everything like that. So you know, we care for every single part of that dog's needs for that holiday. And then if we feel that the dog is suitable for a host family, we'd make that appointment there and then, and payments would be, half the payment would be done at the time of the first appointment, and then on collection of Jess, the dog, would be the further balance.
Oh, right. So it's a nice little system. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the other way then? If you wanted to, if you were quite willing to not adopt a dog, what would you say? Would keep a dog for a couple of weeks while somebody's on holiday? How would you go about it that way?
Yeah, so our carers again can go onto our website or ring my personal number 07544208125, and they can talk through. Because we only want dog lovers. So, you know, if you're thinking of it to be a business, it isn't a business. It's purely because they want a dog and they can't commit to a dog full time of their own. So we really want dog lovers. So any dog lovers out there who want to be a host family or or a dog carer for holidays, please get in touch, because all you have to do is give me a ring. I come out and visit you, talk to the candidate, make sure the house is secure, that all the garden's secure, all the housing hasn't got sharp edges or anything like that. A little bit like a child, really.
True, yeah.
So, and make sure everything's okay, because we're insured for everything, as well as the local authorities know about us as well.
Right.
So we've got to make sure everything's right. We're a franchisee. We want to make sure there's 61 franchisees in the UK. So we want to make sure our brand is the best. So we don't want to disappoint the customers, the dogs, or the host families.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Cracking. Well, tell you what we're going to do is we're going to go to Rudimental, Waiting All Night, and then we will be back to find out more about Barking Mad. Keep it locked, everyone.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me what you want. Tell me that.
We love music. You are locked into Six Towns Radio.
This is indeed Six Towns Radio, and this is the Andy in the Morning Breakfast Show. We are talking to Craig from Barking Mad. Leaving your pets in safe places. That's not their phrase, but I just made that up on the spot. It's not. You won't find that anywhere on the website. I've been looking at it. Just go with it. But what would talk us through the actual process of, say, not handing over the dog, but the handover, as it were.
Yeah. So what we do is we do a chauffeur-driven taxi for the dog. So we go to the customer. We go through all the itinerary again, just to make sure that nothing's changed since our last meeting. Yeah. So the dog care is the utmost importance. So then we go through everything like that, because the customer doesn't actually meet the host. Now, people say, oh, what a strange thing to do, that the customer doesn't meet the host. However, the reason by that is that if the customer goes to see the host, usually the itinerary goes out the window. So, the host and the customer start going, oh, wow, lovely the dog is, oh, how nice. So all that itinerary goes out the window. And also, what happens if the customer went to the host's house or the carer's house, they usually get, the dog can get anxious, because they leave and the dog's waiting for them to come back, rather than us taking them by chauffeur, and Barking Mad taken by chauffeur. Then the actual dog may think it's going on a holiday or a walk or whatever it may think, but it thinks of something good associated with it. And and when we get there, we go through with the host all the itinerary and everything. Nothing's missed out or anything. So, and we stay there with the host family then till the dog settles. Right. So, and usually it takes an hour, 2 hours till the dog's settled. It's having treats and so on. It's playing about in the garden and so on. So, and the host family then feel really happy and safe with the dog we've just brought. Yeah. And they know a lot more about it than if a customer went there and went on the doorstep, we had a cup of tea, but all they did was fuss the dog. Because that doesn't help the dog really at all for a holiday stay. Because the dogs can stay. It could be a short break, it can be a long break. We always advise to our customers really that a short stay before a long break is really advisable, so the dog can meet the host family, get used to them, and then obviously after that they can go for a longer break.
So if would you always try and send the same dog back to kind of the same family?
We always try to. That's why we always advise our customers to, as soon as they know about a holiday, book it well in advance, so we can always then cater for the client really, because we always want to put the same dog with the same host, but it's not always that case if somebody rings up a week before. Which can happen, because obviously holidays can spring up, they can get a break offered to them sometimes, or a wedding just crops up, I've finally been invited, and then off they go.
Nice. Okay, well, I tell you what, we're going to go to some adverts. Sorry about that. And we will be back talking to Craig about Barking Mad. Keep it locked, everyone.
Six Towns Radio.
Sorry about that. We're back. I was just chatting off air. Should probably save it and chat on air. Anyway, right. This is the Andy in the... Yeah, sorry. This is a radio show, and I do know what I'm doing. This is the Andy in the Morning Breakfast Show on Six Towns Radio. We're back talking about dogs, about the company Barking Mad with Craig. And I've been looking at their site, barkingmad.uk.com. The easiest way is just type Barking Mad into Google, and it's the first thing that comes up. And basically, you can click on the box and search for your postcode, and it basically brings up Craig and all of the details, and it goes through the entire service in detail as well. So, have you got anything? Is there anything coming up in the future?
Not at present. We're just because we're new. We're only 3 months old. We're really just getting our customers in check. We've got now nearly August and July is pretty much getting there as full. So please, if there's any hosts out there, or carers who want to be part of Barking Mad and then enjoy looking after a dog part time or full time, please contact Barking Mad.
And as soon as the internet works, I will tell you exactly how to contact Barking Mad. There we go. Do you just love technology? Well, what you can do is you can, if you go on the barkingmad.uk.com page, you can click on Contact Us. That's the generic Contact Us. However, if you search the Stoke postcode in the box just on the front page of Barking Mad, it brings you up with all Craig's details, phone numbers, specific address, also email address as well, and you can even scan. There's a QR code. Scan it with your smartphone, so you actually don't even have to look at it. You just scan it, and away you go. It'll take you straight to the email system. So it's tell you what, it's a very nice website, very easy, concise, and nice to follow. So good work on that. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming down.
No, thank you very much.
Oh, anytime. Remember, so if you have a dog that you would like to leave somewhere nice instead of kennels, or just somewhere different, then get in contact, Barking Mad. Or indeed, if you are someone who wouldn't mind looking after a dog for a short holiday, so say you can't have a dog all year round, and you'd just like to have one every now and then get in touch with Barking Mad. Only dog lovers need apply.
That's the one.
And a great big thank you to Craig for coming down and talking about Barking Mad. To be honest, it does sound like a very worthwhile course. So if you do indeed go on holiday and you don't fancy leaving your dog with a kennel, you can get in touch with those guys. Just search Barking Mad on Google. I was going to say on Facebook then. They probably do have a Facebook page. But we are back playing some massive tunes. Up next is 30 Seconds to Mars, Up in the Air. After this, I'm going to tell you about a story where a pensioner in Germany deposited slightly too much money and ended up with 190 million euros in their account. Yeah, indeed. Keep it locked. I keep saying that, but it's good. Up in the Air, 30 Seconds to Mars. 30 Seconds to Mars are the artist, and Up in the Air is the title. Go with it, people.